Ready?
One of the most important things that I've learned in my life is that whenever I'm feeling stuck, the best way to break out of that is by doing something spontaneous. For example, about 3 years ago, I was feeling stuck, working 6 days a week as a dishwasher, and on a sudden 4 a.m. decision, I decided to drive halfway across the country to be with the girl I had fallen in love with. I can't say my parents were too happy about it. This is something that I want to do.
Yeah, I get that you want to do it, but it's irresponsible.
And I can't even say that it was a good idea, but I do remember the feeling, and it made me feel so alive.
I have no idea where I am right now! The rain feels really nice, I'll be honest.
This single decision would lead to a series of spontaneous decisions that changed my life drastically. A series of quitting jobs too early, to living out of a van for a month with a bunch of strangers, to moving into an apartment with a bunch of strangers, and to eventually quitting school for the time being to pursue my dream of being a YouTuber. Even though I wasn't making enough money at the time and couldn't afford a bed for months. I never said these were smart decisions. And this all led to a drunken thought with a best friend and him asking if I would be down to move to Florida with him. And of course, without a second thought, I said yes.
Sarah runs to feel the burning in her lungs. Clear her head. You know what?
Dude, we gotta make this like a sick fort. No girls allowed. Am I right?
She said you be my guest.
To keep the faith, to save your faith, you'll never make the place. What do you need on the rain?
I can't be what you need. I am stuck in a dream. I am stuck in a dream.
I'm only a little pissed. No, I'm a lot pissed. This is so bad, dude.
Bro,
what did they do? How did they even do this?
look at this dude.
Bro, I don't want to be in any videos for the next 2 weeks. I've never been so disappointed by a haircut in my... Like, I've never had a worse haircut. I think this might be the worst haircut I've ever... Here's a visual representation of how I'm feeling now. Tired and disappointed. Don't get me wrong, there was some good things about Florida, like the sunsets were always nice, and I was close with all my roommates, but part of me started to regret moving there. I didn't feel as if I was moving forward in life as much as I wanted to. I felt like I was stuck out in the middle of the ocean and there was an infinite amount of ways I could go, but instead I was so overwhelmed that I just stopped moving. And now I'm feeling that same feeling I felt about 3 years ago. Feeling stuck and also realizing I'm 23 and I have no idea what I want to do with my life.
How I love my neighborhood. 40-inch screen and a blue Blu-ray. Lay my head down when I sleep at night. Gun in the drawer.
I think it's just weird how fast life kind of passes. Like, I feel like I'm still 18, but I'm 23 now, and I feel like I never used to overthink my future. I always went with the flow. I think if I was to take some advice from my younger self, it would be to stop overthinking it, because it's kind of pointless to overthink the future. Also, I don't want to seem like I'm just always sad, because it's not like that, but I think since being stuck in quarantine, I've just began to overthink a lot. I think just being stuck inside and not being able to do the things I wanted to do. And there's a fear I have of just not doing enough in life, if that makes any sense. And I think this year is just, I feel like I didn't do enough this year. It's caused me to be a lot more anxious about things. And that sucks. Because I've always been very optimistic and excited and super motivated to do new things, but
it has been very hard as of recently. I think whenever I'm in Florida, I just associate it with just being not very happy. So it's been kind of hard for me to turn that around. So I think leaving Florida is a good idea for me and just start new. I don't know, I'm gonna have to make new friends and figure out what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck, man. I guess I'll figure it out. I think the thing that is going to make me the most sad is leaving my friends. There's so many memories that I've made with all these guys, but I also realize this isn't the end. I like to think that there really is never an end, but instead, an infinite chain of new beginnings. And with that thought, it makes me excited for something new. But I also know it's not an end to the friendships I've formed while living here. With all that being said, I'm going to try my hardest to make my final week in Florida a good one.
Like you were hailing Hitler.
I like to do the Superman.
Dude, you were hailing Hitler.
No, I was flying.
Braden, you can't do that. It's 2020.
In the air. I don't. Hitler was so bad.
I gotta go home. I gotta go home. I gotta go home. I gotta go home.
To be honest, I feel like it's kind of pointless to worry about the future. It's like this added anxiousness that shouldn't be there because you only really live in the present. So, and the only thing you can do is try your best, and you can't really fault yourself for failing because everything in life is kind of uncertain. You just need to try your best.
I'm gonna play the song that I think represents our friendship.
Oh, it better be what I think it's gonna be.
It probably is. There's not even drums in this part.
No.
Psycho, help me run from everything I've ever done. It's alright if you want to run.
to stay if you wanted to get away. I'm a motorcycle. I'm a motorcycle. I'm a motorcycle. There's a feeling I might go insane before I reach the places that I don't wanna go.
On the bright side, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day to be sad at the very least. The sky is really nice. At least there's a plus side.